Let us know what you hear. Barrett, I want to talk. Tua talk today, right?
Yes, Tua and
Give
GM
us the
Chris
info on
Greer.
that one, please.
Yeah, I mean, they were just they asking him normal questions. Does he feel the pressure? And he said, you're always going to have pressure, but having Tyreek, Teron Armstead helps a lot. Is going to help him make plays. I think the biggest thing to come out of that interview was they asked him. Two of the big things. So that they led off with, how do you like Coach Mike McDaniel? And he's just like, hey, did you see him at the luau? Like he's a super cool guy. Tua invited some players over, some friends over, and Mike McDaniel was like, where's my invite? So listen, it's all sweet right now, and it is a great time to be a Finn fan. However, we'll see when the season starts. The second big thing is though, he was asked about Brian Flores. Now, if you watch the I Am Athlete podcast with like Brandon Marshall and Ocho, Brian Flores was on that like a few months ago. And they asked Brian Flores then, and this was after all the, like he started the lawsuits and stuff, and after he was fired, but they asked him how was his relationship with Tua, and Brian Flores stated, oh, it was fine. They reported that it was strained and stuff. And okay, fast forward to today, they asked Tua, hey, how was your relationship? And all Tua said was, he said, I'm glad he drafted me to the Miami Dolphins. That's all he said. So, hey, it was good to see him. That was his first like real press conference. They've only worked out 2 days as far as like throwing and stuff. So he's been throwing to Tyreek. He said he thought Cedric Wilson was like a shifty small guy, but Cedric's actually like tall and like, he's got some moves. So it's going to be good. He said the new offensive playbook reminds him a little bit of Alabama. So that's good. And they're going to kill him with Yak this year. A lot of yards after catch. So all those years I kind of shit on Tom Brady for throwing slants. I have a feeling that's what Miami's going to do.
It's going to be a big slant year for Tua, huh?
Yeah. So, okay.
Jalen Waddle, very underrated slant runner in the league, I think.
Yeah.
That he took a couple for a lot of yak yards on slants last year. I was like pretty surprised.
Yeah, but he's man, you can just tell he's different because of the new coaching staff and stuff. So we'll see. Like it looks good so far. He looks good. He looks stronger. His what is it? His personal training team, not like the ones he does with the offseason. They're very active on Dolphins Twitter, perform. Yeah. And so they're always posting stuff. So, and they get into it with like other fans too. That guy's wild. But like I said, like Mike McDaniel said, it's like, hey, we're 0-0. So it's all fun and games. It's all cool and stuff until you either start losing or winning games. Obviously, winning's better, But it's good to see them happy though, and they know that, hey, he's the guy until he's not the guy.
Yep. So I'm trying to get this thing set up.
Chris Greer. So a little tidbit from the GM. He went first. They said they kind of joked about the first round of the draft that they're just going to watch Tyreek Hill highlights to make him feel better. So I don't know. I'll watch the draft, but he just said he didn't. They actually made a lot of calls to get different playmakers, and he didn't even think Tyreek would ever came available. And when he did, they pounced on it. So,
yeah.
And he said it was important to keep the 2023 picks. So, and then about the Devontae Parker trade to the Patriots, he pretty much said a lot of people called him once they got Tyreek, because they had Waddle, Tyreek, Cedric, and Patriots pretty much made the best offer. So send them over.
Yep.